Hello, everyone, and welcome to General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital update for Wednesday, February 25th, reveals that Harrison Chase will be forced to make a choice he doesn't want to make. Dante Falconeri will also head to the hospital and ask Elizabeth Baldwin to pitch in on something. So there'll be a lot happening in Wednesday's show. During a secret meeting with Britt Westbourne, Jason Morgan will fill her in on Ross Cullum's questions and worry that he knows about their continued connection. Britt may also bring Jason up to speed on Lucas Jones' newfound knowledge and his offer to steal her medication from Windermere so they can recreate it. There are plenty of ways that scheme could go wrong, so Britt will fret along with Jason as they do some strategizing. Over with Carly Spencer. She'll admit to Valentine Cassadine that her efforts to snoop at Windermere just got more complicated. Now that Lucas' eyes have been opened to the dangerous situation, he surely won't want Carly sneaking around and putting herself in jeopardy. Lucas will try to keep Carly away from Spoon Island, Jen Sidwell, and any drama she might get dragged into at the castle. Of course, Lucas won't want Ava Jerome tangled up in any of that either, so he'll give her a stern warning to avoid Sidwell and protect herself before things get any worse. Other GH spoilers say Giovanni Gio Palmieri will react to some news that leaves him feeling optimistic about the future. It sounds like Emma Scorpio Drake's homecoming may be on the horizon. At the hospital, Dante will seek some help from Elizabeth. So we'll see if this involves Rocco Falconeri's community service or something related to a case. Meanwhile, Chase will want Brooklyn Quartermain to spell out exactly what she means by her latest ultimatum. Brooklyn may confirm that if Chase continues to fixate on putting Michael Corinthos behind bars, their adoption plans will get pushed aside again until that changes. Although Chase is calling this the pursuit of justice, Brooklyn suggested it looked like going after revenge on Michael. Chase may ultimately be willing to let this whole Michael thing go for the sake of adopting a child. But is that a promise he can keep? Finally, Cody Bell will apologize for misjudging Molly Lansing Davis' manuscript and push her to move forward with the publishing deal she was offered. General Hospital spoilers say Molly and Cody will hopefully patch things up in their relationship too, so stay tuned to see what's ahead for them romantically. The quiet corridors of General Hospital are about to become a whirlwind of choices, secrets, and emotional confrontations, as Wednesday, February 25th, promises a day filled with tension, heartache, and the kind of drama only Port Charles can deliver. Harrison Chase finds himself standing at a crossroads he never wanted to face. A choice looms over him, heavy and inescapable, forcing him to weigh his principles against the people he cares about most. You can almost feel the weight of the decision pressing down on him, the kind that keeps you awake at night, wondering if doing the right thing is worth the cost. Chase's world is about to tilt in a way that could change everything. Meanwhile, the hospital becomes a hub of urgent activity. Dante Falconeri, ever the reliable and determined force, arrives with a sense of purpose, seeking help from Elizabeth Baldwin. Whether it involves navigating the complexities of Rocco Falconeri's community service or another case that demands their attention, one thing is certain. When Dante calls, the stakes are high, and Elizabeth's insight will be crucial. The tension in the air is palpable, as every conversation at this hospital seems to carry the weight of life-altering consequences. Across town, a secretive rendezvous between Jason Morgan and Britt Westbourne unfolds with an intensity that only years of intertwined history can create. Jason's voice carries a mixture of worry and caution as he fills Britt in on Ross Cullum's probing questions that hint at knowledge of their continued, clandestine connection. Britt listens intently, aware that the wrong move could send everything crashing down. But secrets rarely stay buried. Britt also updates Jason on Lucas Jones' shocking discovery, an offer to steal her medication from Windermere with the intent to recreate it. The very thought sends a ripple of anxiety through them both. Each possible outcome seems more dangerous than the last, and together they strategize, plotting a path through a storm of uncertainty. You can almost hear the tension in their hushed tones, the frantic calculations of two people trying to outmaneuver fate itself. Not far from their scheming, Carly Spencer faces her own mounting challenges. She admits to Valentine Cassadine that her attempts to snoop at Windermere have become far more complicated than she anticipated. The revelation hits hard, Now that Lucas' eyes have been opened to the dangers lurking in their midst, he will no longer allow Carly to risk herself, whether it's sneaking on a Spoon Island, dealing with Jen Sidwell, or being dragged into the treacherous affairs of the castle. Lucas' protective instincts flare, and his warnings are firm, yet filled with the care of someone who refuses to let those he loves face unnecessary peril. Of course, Lucas' concerns don't stop with Carly. Ava Jerome is drawn into the same web of caution. Lucas gives her a stern reminder to avoid Sidwell and protect herself, emphasizing that the dangers around them are very real, and that sometimes survival means knowing when to step back. The scene is a delicate dance of trust, responsibility, and looming danger, painting a picture of a city where every connection carries risk. Meanwhile, hope flickers in the heart of Giovanni Gio Palmieri. News reaches him that leaves him unexpectedly optimistic about the future, as whispers of Emma Scorpio Drake's possible homecoming spark a sense of renewal. In a world so often dominated by heartbreak and betrayal, Joe's glimmer of hope is a reminder that even in Port Charles, light can pierce through the shadows. Back at the hospital, Dante leans on Elizabeth once more, this time for guidance, strategy, or perhaps just moral support. Whatever the reason, their collaboration promises to be pivotal, a thread that could shift outcomes and protect those caught in the crossfire of Port Charles's chaos. Meanwhile, Harrison Chase confronts a deeply personal ultimatum from Brooke Lynn Quartermaine. She doesn't mince words. If Chase continues to focus on putting Michael Corinthos behind bars, their long-held adoption plans could be derailed once again. The words hang in the air, sharp and unyielding. To Chase, this pursuit might feel like justice, but Brooke Lynn frames it as something far more dangerous, the thin line between justice and revenge. Chase wrestles with his conscience. Could he let go of his vendetta against Michael for the chance to finally embrace the family he and Brooke Lynn have long dreamed of? The tension is palpable, a silent struggle playing across his features as he grapples with love, duty, and the lure of vengeance. One can almost feel the internal battle raging within him, each choice tugging at a different part of his heart. Elsewhere, tenderness and reconciliation find their place in the chaos. Cody Bell makes amends with Molly Lansing Davis, apologizing for misjudging her manuscript and encouraging her to seize the publishing deal she's been offered. The moment is quiet, intimate, a small oasis of hope and understanding amidst the storm of drama swirling through Port Charles. And as they take tentative steps toward mending their relationship, viewers are reminded that even in a city full of secrets and schemes, love can still find a way. As Wednesday unfolds at General Hospital, viewers are drawn into a tapestry of tension, hope, betrayal, and heartache. Each character is caught between duty and desire, loyalty and survival, love and revenge. From secret meetings and whispered warnings to heartfelt reconciliations and the glimmer of new beginnings, every heartbeat counts. Every decision could ripple outward in ways no one can anticipate. This is Port Charles at its most cinematic, its most human, its most alive. And as the day progresses, one thing is certain. No choice is simple, no secret is safe, and no love comes without its trials. The drama, the emotion, and the stakes are all set. Now, we watch as lives hang in the balance, and destinies are rewritten, one heartbeat at a time. As the day at General Hospital marches on, the intensity only escalates. The hospital corridors that once felt routine now hum with urgency, whispers of secrets, and the weight of impossible choices. Dante Falconeri moves with that signature mix of resolve and compassion, reaching out to Elizabeth Baldwin for help. There's a sense that what he's about to ask isn't simple. It could involve navigating the tricky terrain of Rocco Falconeri's community service, or perhaps a more delicate matter tied to a case that demands Elizabeth's wisdom. Every glance, every word exchanged, is heavy with the responsibility of protecting the people who matter most. Meanwhile, the storm brewing between Harrison Chase and Brooke Lynn Quartermaine continues to crackle with tension. Chase faces an ultimatum that's impossible to ignore. Brooke Lynn's voice, firm yet tinged with vulnerability, makes it clear his obsession with putting Michael Corinthos behind bars could jeopardize the family they've been planning together. For Chase, justice and vengeance blur together, leaving him trapped in a moral labyrinth. Can he truly set aside his thirst for justice in favor of love and the dream of adopting a child? The question lingers like a shadow over every moment, making each decision feel like a heartbeat that could change everything. At the same time, Carly Spencer feels the tightening grip of danger around her. Her recent attempts to snoop at Windermere have drawn the attention of people who care, and that includes Lucas Jones, who is determined to protect her from harm. His protective instincts flare not just for Carly, but also for Ava Jerome, as he delivers stern warnings to both. Stay away from Jen Sidwell, avoid unnecessary risks, and safeguard themselves from escalating conflict. The tension is palpable, and you can almost feel the anxiety radiating from these characters as they navigate a city where loyalty and danger are always intertwined. Elsewhere, in the shadows of the city's secrets, Jason Morgan and Britt Westbourne continue their delicate dance of strategy and fear. Ross Cullum's probing questions have put them on edge, and the revelation that Lucas Jones might try to steal Britt's medication to recreate it adds another layer of risk. Every plan feels precarious. Every misstep could unravel their fragile sense of security. Their whispered strategies, tense glances, and careful plotting convey a high-stakes chess match where each move could mean freedom or catastrophe. Even amid the tension, hope flickers. Giovanni Gio Palmieri receives news that lifts his spirits. Whispers of Emma Scorpio Drake's homecoming hint at a brighter future. In Port Charles, where betrayal and heartbreak often dominate, Joe's optimism is a rare and welcome spark. It's a reminder that in a city full of intrigue and danger, moments of joy and anticipation can still find a way to break through. Meanwhile, in quieter, more intimate spaces, relationships are tested and mended. Cody Bell reaches out to Molly Lansing Davis, his apology for misjudging her manuscript heartfelt and genuine. He encourages her to embrace the publishing deal she's been offered, a gesture that is as much about respect as it is about support. Their connection, strained by misunderstandings, begins to find its way back toward warmth and trust. As they tentatively navigate these moments of reconciliation, it's clear that even in a city dominated by drama, love and understanding can still blossom. Back at the hospital, Dante and Elizabeth's collaboration underscores the theme that no one in Port Charles truly navigates life alone. With stakes so high, every decision carries consequence, and every alliance can tip the balance between triumph and tragedy. Their partnership, grounded in trust and shared purpose, becomes a vital thread in the city's complex tapestry, a reminder that even in the darkest moments, courage and friendship can guide the way. And through it all, Harrison Chase's inner turmoil continues to simmer. Can he reconcile his sense of justice with the love he shares with Brooklyn? Can he set aside the pull of vengeance for the chance at building a family? Each glance, each quiet moment, is infused with emotional weight, and viewers can feel the strain of every choice he makes. The tension is so tangible, you almost expect the air to thrum with it, as if Port Charles itself is holding its breath, waiting to see what he will do next. By the time Wednesday draws to a close, Port Charles has once again proven itself to be a city where emotions run deep, stakes are impossibly high, and the line between love and danger is razor thin. Secrets, choices, and long-held desires collide, leaving every character teetering on the edge of heartache, hope, and revelation. The day reminds us that in this world of intricate schemes and fragile hearts, every heartbeat matters, every decision counts, and the drama, as always, is only just beginning. As viewers, we are left on the precipice of anticipation. Who will triumph over the obstacles that threaten their happiness? Who will falter under the weight of their own choices? And who will find a glimmer of hope in the midst of chaos? General Hospital delivers it all: heartbreak, tension, love, and hope, wrapped in the kind of storytelling that keeps us captivated, invested, and endlessly drawn to the lives of Port Charles's unforgettable characters. The quiet corridors of General Hospital are about to erupt with tension, secrets, and impossible choices. Wednesday, February 25th, promises a whirlwind of drama that will push every character to the edge, forcing them to confront their fears, their desires, and the consequences of their own actions. In the heart of Port Charles, Harrison Chase stands at a crossroads he never wanted to face. The weight of a decision presses down on him, heavy and unyielding, demanding he choose between his sense of justice and the people he loves most. Chase's world teeters on the edge of change, and every step he takes feels like a heartbeat away from altering his life forever. The question that haunts him is both simple and devastating. Can he let go of his vendetta against Michael Corinthos for the sake of building the family he's long dreamed of with Brooklyn Quartermain? Meanwhile, the hospital corridors hum with urgency. Dante Falconeri, resolute and determined, seeks out Elizabeth Baldwin, hoping her insight can help navigate an intricate web of challenges. Whether it's managing Rocco Falconeri's community service obligations or untangling a high-stakes case, Dante's plea underscores just how quickly ordinary life in Port Charles can spiral into extraordinary danger. Elizabeth's presence is a beacon of calm in the storm, her guidance essential to protecting those who might be caught in the crossfire. Across town, secrets are brewing that could change everything. Jason Morgan meets with Britt Westbourne in a quiet, tension-filled rendezvous. Jason's voice carries both urgency and worry as he fills Britt in on Ross Cullum's probing questions that hint he may know about their continued connection. Britt listens, her mind racing, aware that one misstep could undo everything they've fought to keep hidden. But the danger doesn't stop there. Britt reveals to Jason that Lucas Jones has discovered a secret and made an audacious offer to steal her medication from Windermere and recreate it. The thought of Lucas meddling in something so personal sends ripples of anxiety through them both. Every potential outcome seems more perilous than the last, and together they strategize, plotting a careful, delicate path through a minefield where one wrong move could spell disaster. Their whispered plans, tense glances, and careful calculations create a high-stakes chess match where freedom and catastrophe hang in the balance. Meanwhile, Carly Spencer finds herself navigating a labyrinth of risk. Her attempts to snoop at Windermere have become far more complicated than she ever anticipated. Now that Lucas' eyes have been opened to the dangers surrounding them, he is adamant that Carly protect herself. He warns her away from Spoon Island, Jen Sidwell, and the escalating drama at the castle, determined to shield her from harm. His protective instincts extend to Ava Jerome as well, delivering stern cautions that carry the weight of love and responsibility. Avoid unnecessary danger, safeguard yourself, and survive another day. The tension in these moments is almost tangible, a constant reminder that in Port Charles, safety is never guaranteed. Yet, amid the danger, there is hope. Giovanni Gio Palmieri receives news that lifts his spirits, leaving him cautiously optimistic about the future. Whispers of Emma Scorpio Drake's possible homecoming spark a glimmer of light in the darkness, a reminder that even in a city dominated by secrets and betrayal, moments of joy and anticipation can pierce through. Joe's quiet optimism is a welcome respite, a rare pause in a city where turmoil often rules the day. Back at the hospital, Dante and Elizabeth's collaboration underscores the vital role of trust and teamwork in a city teeming with danger. Every decision carries consequences, and every alliance has the power to tip the balance between triumph and tragedy. Together, they are a lifeline in the chaos, navigating each challenge with resolve and courage, knowing that even small victories can save lives. Chase, however, faces an emotional storm that no amount of strategy or caution can quell. Brooklyn Quartermain delivers an ultimatum that hits hard. If Chase continues to focus on putting Michael behind bars, their long-awaited adoption plans could be delayed once again. The words hang in the air, sharp and unforgiving, forcing Chase to confront a conflict that is as much about his heart as it is about his moral compass. To Chase, the pursuit of justice is noble, but Brooklyn frames it differently, as revenge disguised as righteousness. The inner struggle is raw, visceral, and painfully human. Can he truly abandon his vendetta for the chance to build a family? The question lingers like a shadow over every choice he makes, a reminder that love and duty are often in conflict in Port Charles. Even amid tension and danger, moments of reconciliation and hope surface. Cody Bell makes amends with Molly Lansing Davis, apologizing for misjudging her manuscript and encouraging her to seize the publishing deal she's earned. The gesture is heartfelt, intimate, and sincere, a quiet oasis of understanding in the midst of chaos. As they tentatively mend their relationship, it becomes clear that even in a city defined by secrets, betrayal, and peril, love and connection still find a way. As the day progresses, every character in Port Charles is drawn into a web of choices, secrets, and consequences. Chase wrestles with his conscience. Jason and Britt navigate dangerous waters. Carly and Ava face looming threats, and Gio clings to the hope of new beginnings. Each storyline pulses with emotional weight, every moment carefully crafted to reflect the precarious balance between risk and reward, love and loss, hope and heartbreak.